Hey guys, what's up? This is NeverUsedTier, and I got a double header today, and they're both against the same person. But I have this team preview today. Looking at my team, I have pretty standard stuff, expert belt, whatever, like just the standard stuff. And looking at his team, the only threat is Cincino, and well, Haunter can be a threat if I lose some things, but that's pretty much it. And I might have to look up for that girder if I lose my Mawile. But anyways, let's get into this. I'm leading off with my spec Selectabuzz, go for the Volt Switch, does almost half, which is pretty good. And I go into my Banded Arbok because I knew he was gonna do something, maybe Trickeroo, and this was the only thing that I wanted to take an item, and I got Parahaxed, and I'm banded. That's why, yeah. So this is my Banded Arbok, and I go for the Poison Jab, and that breaks its sub, which let me know that he was probably a Nasty Plot set, and that's why I went into my thing just to scout, and he was indeed a Nasty Plot set. And I switched back in my Arbok as fodder. I should have gone for the Sucker Punch right there, but I don't know what I was thinking. I think I went for the Trickeroo, and I swear I thought that Thunderbolt was going to kill, and that's why I went into him, and I thought Grovyle would outspeed, and so that was just a bad turn of plays right there, and then I just am able to take him out with a Semaphore. I go for the Hydro Pump, knowing that he probably thinks I'm Scarfed or Specs, and then he goes for the Mac Punch, does a ton for just +1, but I luckily don't miss, and yeah. So I switched in my Mischievous, and as of right now, it's looking pretty bad for me. I only have one offensive Pokemon left, and he has like two. And I predicted the switch. That's why I went for the Willows twice, and he was like, "What? Why'd you do that?" But yeah, so that's pretty much what I was thinking. And he's just going for the Ice Beam. I thought he was Specs or Scarf or something until I saw the lefties. But yeah, it's pretty much just Stolly right now, and I apologize for that, but I don't know. So yeah, we're just stalling each other out right here. PP stalling, that's always fun. And I finally decided to switch out into my Mawile because I realized the situation and realized that he can only go for the Toxic or the Ice Beam pretty much on me. But then I'm like, wait, I'm faster. But no, he went for the Roar. Don't see why he didn't do that a long time ago. And I went for the. I was about to go for the Focus Blast, but I didn't, and I'm kind of glad I didn't. But I kind of wish I did, but it doesn't matter. And he does not have the skill link, which was a miss sav. I don't know what you're gonna call it on Pokemon Showdown, but this was for us like this is the same guy that I battled in my last video. I'm pretty sure, and yeah, he added me on Skype because he's cool, and you all should add me on Skype. And I go to my Semaphore, and I just go for the Ice Beam so I don't miss. But anyways, so yeah, we were both testing out this team. We were talking over Skype, like, yeah, we're both gonna make a team, and then we're gonna test it on each other, and that's what we did. And that's what these teams are. And I knew he was gonna go for the Thunder Wave, so I switched into my Mawile. And then he goes for the Thunder Wave again, predicting me to switch, which is cool because he tried to predict, but it didn't work out in his favor. He goes into Haunter, goes for that Hidden Power Fighting, and I get the Parahax, which kind of mattered because if I hit the knockoff, he would have been at the range where I would be 100% sure where my Hydro or my Ice Beam would kill. But I went for the Hydro Pump because I didn't think my Ice Beam would kill. And yeah, so I lost the first battle 0-2, and this is my team preview again. And the only thing that changed on my team is the Darumaka. And Darumaka, this is my first time ever using it, but I looked at it, it got hustle, and I put a band on it, and you will see how fucking powerful it is. Sorry about my language, but yeah, threats on his team, just the Lanoon, because those things are annoying. Sometimes Samurott, depending on what set you're running, but usually they aren't all too bad. So yeah, let's get into this. I'm leading off with my Banded Darumaka. He goes for the Protect to Scout, and I go for the U-turn. And look at this damage. a Kangaskhan, freaking half, more than half to a Kangaskhan. That is just crazy. And I went into my Electabuzz because, well, I was talking to him and I told him to use my sub punch disable Kangaskhan, and that's what he did. And so I knew it. So I mean, yeah, whatever. And I go into my Simipour, I go for the Focus Blast, and then he goes for the Shadow Ball. Doesn't do too much, and I went for the Hydro Pump because it would have killed, and it's stronger and all that stuff. Then I switch out into my Mischievous. I'm not completely sure why, I guess. But then, I don't know what he was thinking. I guess he thought I was going to go for the Shadow Ball, but I just go for the Will-O-Wisp, which sucks because he doesn't have a Heal Beller, unless it was on the Glaceon, which I'm pretty sure it wasn't because it was offensive. I actually think it was Specs. And this burned Waterfall is doing 33%, 31%. That's crazy. Enough to take out my sub. That is just crazy. And that was the best time to miss a Leech Seed right there, let me tell you what. Now I go into my Mawile because I know I can easily brush off that Waterfall. And I predicted the switch and I just went for the Toxic because he obviously wasn't going to stay in and go for Waterfalls. And he goes for the Hydro Pump. I do not know what in the world I was thinking right there. What made me stay in or whatnot. But I go into my Electabuzz, just go for the Thunderbolt, knowing that it can pretty much two-hit KO anything on his team. And I didn't want to risk it not, or actually, you know what, I didn't want him to do anything to me, paralyze, Toxic, I don't know, whatever. And I knew that I was a bad matchup, so I go into my Mischievous. I used to love this Mischievous, but I try to avoid using it at all costs because I really hate it. It's just like stally, and it's pretty popular now. I don't know, I really don't like Mischievous anymore. But sometimes I have to resort to it when I want something that is a good special wall and it has Heal Bell and it has good resistances and all that. And I feel like Mischievous, it has that, except I don't know, I wish it got better moves. And something better than Pain Split. I don't know. Maybe I ask too much, but it's a double down. I go to my Darumaka. Go for that Flare Blitz. Oh my, that's overkill times 1,000. And then he goes into his Lanoon, Extreme Speed Me. Darumaka lives, doesn't miss it. Well, I say that because of hustle, and then I go into my Grovyle because I knew that Hypno was special, defensive, and Grovyle is physically defensive. And yeah, I probably could have gone for the Leaf Blade and just killed him right there, but I guess I got cocky and went for the Leech Seed. And so yeah, the end of the battle is pretty much just me stalling him out. So as of now, it's tied 2-2. We did have one more battle, but I decided not to fit it into here because that's just too much. So yeah, this guy was pretty fun to battle. He said that he's pretty new, but he battled as if he had experience, so that surprised me. And yeah, tell me if you like this team preview, and just add me on Skype, give me suggestions, leave a like if you enjoyed this, all that good stuff. But most importantly, leave a comment telling me what Pokemon you would like to see me do a move set video for, or just use in general. Like, I use the Arbok and the Simipour just because someone wrote in the comments, I'd like to see you use Arbok and Simipour like 5 videos ago. And you know what? I was making a team and I just decided to do it. So you should definitely leave me a suggestion. Like, look at me. I'm using Darumaka and that thing rapes ass. Whatever. Goodbye.